Whoa, and it be Ryan the Great, and today we are live reacting to Game 5 of the Rangers and Diamondbacks. Oh, baby. It is that time. Potential closeout game for the Texas Rangers. They could win it all tonight. If they do not win, we will see another game on Friday. So let's get right into it. Before we get right into it, guys, make sure you guys subscribe with the post notifications on. Guys, subscribe to my brother Land the Great blog. Make sure you guys go subscribe to my second channel at Run the Cod Great. Make sure you guys go follow me on X at Run the Great RTG. Make sure you guys go follow me on TikTok at Run the Great RTG. And make sure you guys go follow me on Twitter at Run the Great Podcast. Well, hello, Mosey. I didn't even know she was in here. Also, guys, one more subscriber to 300 subscribers. Can we talk about it real quick? Please drop a subscription. Just one more, baby. Just one more. All right, we should be starting in just a few moments now. All right. Marcus Semien will take the play. As we do know, Noel Garcia is still out in this series, not playing. Once again, his replacement, Travis Jankowski, who had a great game last night on Halloween. The Rangers won last night's game. They need one more game, potential closeout game. This is their shot. The betting and Mitch Garver to hit an RBI and Tommy Pham to hit a home run. Will it happen? I think Tommy Pham might. Garver. I don't know about Garver. Garver's a tough one. I wouldn't say Garver hits an RBI. I'd say maybe Pham. Actually, I wouldn't go either. Evaldi's pitched really well. But anyway, taking them out for the Diamondbacks, Zach Gallen in this 5 starts his postseason at a 2-2 record and a 5.27 ERA. In Game 1 of the World Series, his pitching usage was a 38% fastball, 29% changeup, 20% cutter, and a 13% knuckle curveball. These fans, you see some Zach Gallen jerseys. You have to think about that they are probably nervous for this game. That's just one more, and their team is out in their own home field. And you definitely would not want the Rangers celebrating on your field. Your own field that they've won a World Series. All right, so here we go. First pitch of the game. Marcus Semien takes this one outside. That's 1-0. Semien in Game 4. He had a home run, 5 RBIs, and 2 extra base hits. He had a great game. This next pitch low. It's 2-0. Semien. He's batting .263 in this in the World Series, and a up and down roller coaster. And Game 4 was his breakout game, if that's how you would like to say it. And here is the 2-0 to Semien, and he fouls this next one off. It's 2-1. Gallon, okay start, if that's how you want to say it. First 2 pitches were out of the zone to Semien, trying to test them here. And here is the 2-1, and Semien hits this one into center. Thomas moves a little bit in on it, and he makes the catch for the first out. So Zach Gallen, after throwing 2 balls in his first 2 pitches of the game, he is able to get Semien to fly out to center. Up next, the deadly Corey Seager, who has been incredible in this postseason, hit 2 home runs in Game 4, and we'll see if he has any left in store for Game 5. That rhymed. Woo! The rhymes. Seager takes this one outside. It's 1-0. I don't think they want to pitch to him. He's batting .235 in the World Series, but in the last 5 games, he has batted .318. Counting that Game 7 of the ALCS. He takes this pitch in there for a strike. It's 1-1. And now here is the 1-1 from Gallen, and he throws this one right in there, and it's a strike. 95-mile-an-hour four-seam fastball to 1-2. The 1-2 to Seager, and he fouls this one off. Seager making Gallen work for his out, and he's not going to go down too easily, as Seager, one of the better hitters left in the World Series. And Seager hits this one to Perdomo, and he makes the play over at first for the second out of the inning. So both Semien and Seager down on balls that were put in play. So the defense looking solid so far. Hopefully for the Diamondbacks that does continue. Up next will be Evan Carter. And here is the first pitch to him. That one, the umpire going to say in there. Could have been called for a ball, but they'll call it a strike. And Carter batting .313 in the World Series, and the postseason batting .309, so a very solid postseason for Evan Carter. And Moreno going to go out to talk to Gallen. It seems a little early for that, but I guess both were not on the same page. All right, 1-1 now to Seager. No, I'm sorry, Carter. 12th pitch of the inning for Gallen. Here it is. Carter fouls it off. It's 1-2. And those knuckle curveballs have been hitting for Zach Gallen tonight so far. And now Carter is down in the count 1-2. Here is, umpire going to call time. I believe Carter might have called it. Yes, he did. Carter in his career against Zach Gallen, he is 2 for 3. Hopefully for him, he can continue that success. Here is the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Once again, got him on a knuckle curveball. That ends the top half of the inning. Zach Gallen gets the Rangers to go down 1-2-3. and that will send us into the bottom of the first. Toronto's beating Milwaukee 66-44. Jesus! That's okay. That's okay. All right, Toronto. I don't know. I feel they said the Sixers might trade, the Sixers at the trade deadline could go for OG Anunoby. I don't know if that'll actually happen though. What's up, Cody? How's it going? Chiefs, Dolphins. I'm going Dolphins. I think that Jalen Ramsey back gives the Dolphins a lot of momentum, and I think they can stop them defensively. Defensively for the Chiefs, the fact they gave up 24 points to the Broncos, that's a problem. And you're going up against one of the best offenses in the NFL. It's a bit of an issue. So I'm going to say Dolphins unless something changes. Unless something significant happens, like an injury or whatever, but I highly doubt that. But yeah, right now, I see the Dolphins taking that one. The Rangers won last night. Yeah, they won 11-6, I think it was, and they're tied right now. I think it was 11-6, 11-6, 11-5. Might have been 7 actually. I don't remember. All right. Anyway, Evaldi is on the mound for the Rangers, and that first pitch to Corbin Carroll looked like it was in there, but it is called the ball. Evaldi also pitched game 1 in the World Series, and this next pitch to Carroll, that one's high. It's 2-0, and just like Evaldi, just like Gallens, Evaldi's first 2 pitches were balls. This might be low here, the 2-0, and no, that one's going to be outside. It's 3-0 already to Corbin Carroll. And now the 3-0 pitch. And that one also is outside. That's ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk for Corbin Carroll, and that is not a good start at all if you are Nathan Evaldi. And now up next, Ketel Marte, who currently has the best or the longest hitting streak in postseason history. And Corbin Carroll already stealing, and this throw to second, Carroll is safe. For that first pitch, a strike to Marte, but the Diamondbacks, just in 5 pitches, have a man in scoring position. Corbin Carroll continues to dominate with stolen bases. He didn't even get that good of a jump on it. And he still was able to get there. 0-1, and Marte taking a bunt foul. So, seems like the goal is clear for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Try to get Carroll on the third. If I was the Rangers, I would play infield in. That's not what this seems like they're doing. Seems like they're just going to accept it if Carroll gets to third. And Marte going to swing and hit that one to Simeon, who makes the play at first, but Marte does do his job, and he gets Carroll to third successfully. So now 1 out and a man on third for the Arizona Diamondbacks. And up next, Gabriel Moreno for the Diamondbacks. We'll see if he can drive in Carroll. Here is the first pitch. That one in there for a strike, and it is 0-1. Moreno batting 176 in the World Series. First 3 games, he was 1 for 13. In Game 4, he was 2 for 4. Rangers playing infield in. And this next pitch to Moreno, low. It's 1-1 now. And you would have to assume if this is in fair play in the infield, the Rangers are getting that ball to home plate as quick as possible. Here is the 1-1. And Moreno does round this one to Seager. He will look back Carroll and make the play at first. So exactly what the Rangers wanted if the ball was put in play. He put it right on Seager. Seager did a good job looking him back and making the play at first for the out. So now 2 outs, and only a single would drive in this run. Luckily, they have Tommy Pham at the plate, who's had a very good postseason. We'll see if he can do just that. The first pitch to him is outside. It's 1-0. Tommy Pham, that's not even Tommy Pham, it's Christian Walker. I'm so stupid. Walker, he's batting .278 in this series, and not a good postseason, only batting .211. Tommy Pham's 5th. I don't know why I thought he was 4th today. Would have been better if he was 4th, but anyway, here's the 1-0 to Walker, and Walker fouls this next one off. It's 1-1. So Walker is the last hope for the Diamondbacks in this inning. And I'm sure they would love it if they can get them an early run. The 1-1, and a swing and a miss for Walker on the fastball. He swung a little too late there, and it is 1-2. Oh, yeah, he swung way too late. 1-2 now. Here is the pitch, and Walker fouls it off. It will remain 1-2. Evaldi going on his 15th pitch in this inning. Gallens only had, 13, I think? Your Evaldi would like to end this inning now so you can try and go deep into this game. Because if Gallens is going to have one of those games where he dominates, you would sure like to keep your own pitch count low. Here is the 1-2 to Walker. And that one way inside. Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't. And it will be 2-2 now. Evaldi's opponent in scoring position average for hitters is 168. That was in the regular season. In the postseason, it is 250. So significant increase. And now this next pitch fouled off. It's 2-2. Evaldi going on his 17th pitch of the inning. Two and 2 to Walker, and that one outside is 3-2. So the next pitch, they might bring up Tommy Pham if Eovaldi cannot get Walker out. Good call by the umpire as well. I don't say that too often. 3-2 to Walker. Here is the pitch, and that one's high, ball 4. Nathan Eovaldi with a very questionable first inning. Now men on first and third, 2 outs, 18 pitches so far in just 0.2 or just in 2/3 of an inning. Zach Allen is putting his glasses on as he is ready to go out, but we'll see what Tommy Pham can do. In this series, he's batting .500 and is .293 in the postseason. Or I'm sorry, .293 in the World Series. Here is the first pitch. He fouls that one off. It's 0-1. The Diamondbacks can potentially get a run here. In Game 1 of the World Series, Tommy Pham hit a shot off of Nathan Eovaldi. And hopefully for the Rangers, that is not a repeat, as there are 2 men on. Here is the 0-1 to Pham. And he hits this one to Seager, who backhands it, and he makes the play over to second. That will end the inning. Eovaldi with a bit of a scary inning, letting men get in scoring position, but is able to end it without a scratch. We're still tied at 0. Well, I think this has got to be the inning of the other Rangers, because if Eovaldi's going to have one of those games where he has a high pitch count but is keeping the runs low, but then by the 5th inning he's giving up runs, they got to put up runs now. They can't let him put up runs and then start putting up the runs. That doesn't take away any momentum that the Diamondbacks have gained, so they got to do it now. If Eovaldi can if he can change his ways and keep the pitch count lower while also not giving up runs, then, they won't be as in desperate need to score runs at the very current moment. Either way, they should still be scoring because they are a very good offense. I also see a trend, and I don't know if anybody else has noticed, but the Phillies were supposed to play the Astros first, like 2 seasons ago. But then there was the lockout, and then the Astros ended up winning the World Series. And then they play the Rangers first this season, and the Rangers have a chance to win the World Series. Anybody see a pattern here? Whoever the Phillies play first in the regular season wins the World Series. I mean, obviously the Phillies didn't play the Astros because of the lockout, but anybody see that pattern? Maybe I'm just a little crazy, but I just was thinking of that. Like, I thought of that before the stream. All right, anyway, Mitch Garver up, and he is not having the best World Series. He's batting .067. He takes his first pitch low. It's 1-0. Hopefully for Gallens, this is an easy out tonight. Hopefully it's not a commentator's jinx, and this next knuckle curveball will drop in there for a strike. Garver 1 for 15 in this series. And he is batting fourth. Not the best look. Here is the 1-1. And this one outside, but still called a strike. Umpire giving Gallens a lot of calls tonight. Garver in his career against Zach Gallen. He's 2 for 7. He does have a home run against them. Here's the 1-2. And a swing and a miss again on the knuckle curveball. Zach Gallen is dominating with that pitch. That's his second strikeout. Josh Jung up next, and he's having a great World Series, batting .375. He takes his first pitch outside. More rhymes. I'm just getting all the rhymes. He's batting .375. He takes his first pitch outside. And here is the 1-0, and Jung hits this sharply to Perdomo, able to field it, and makes the play over at first for the second out of the inning. Perdomo getting some action in at shortstop to start this game. Nathaniel Lowe, he is up. And he's only batting 143 in the World Series. His first pitch, he grounds to Marte, and he makes the play at first for the third out. 20 pitches for Gallen in 2 innings. Very solid start. It's still 0-0. All right, so it's going to be tough, actually, for the, whatchamacallit, for the Rangers tonight. There are so many advertisements for this Eagles and Cowboys game, I swear to God. Like, Fox is like, I don't know, man. Highest win percentage in postseason history. And Valdi is 4th all time. Church, Silling, John Schmaltz, and I didn't see this other one. All right, up next, Gurriel. And he takes that first pitch for a strike. Gurriel batting .357 in the World Series. Sorry. So having a very good series. We'll see if he can get on to start off the inning. Here is the pitch, and he swings and misses on that one. Nasty pitch as well. It's 0-2. I can't believe Mosey's like actually sitting over there like quietly, not doing anything. She must actually be tired for once. 0-2. Or at least once during the night. Anyway. 0-2 to Gurriel. Here is the pitch. And he grounds this one into center field for a base hit. So Gurriel is able to get on after he goes down 0-2 in the count. And now the Diamondbacks have an opportunity to see what they can do with Gurriel getting on. And first pitch to Thomas is a strike. All right, so 0-1 to Thomas. And here it is. Another swing and a miss. 0-2. Thomas, he is batting .235 in the World Series. Pretty average. Or below average. And 2 to Thomas. Here's the pitch, and that one inside. 1-2 now. And Eovaldi is being aggressive with his hitters, as I'm sure he does want to get them out because his pitch count is going up. In just one inning, he has 26 pitches. He can get 1.1 here. If he throws a strike, throw back to first, and Gurriel's in there safely. One and two now to Thomas. The pitch. And he grounds this one to Seager, who can only get out Thomas as nobody was covering second. I'm not sure why Seager didn't cover the bag, unless that was going to bounce into center, or I'm sorry, left field or right field. Jesus goodness, I can't think. And Longoria's first pitch is hit to Carter, a diving stop. And Gurriel safe at second. That is the second out. What a great diving catch by Carter. That's a diving stop, didn't I? Perdomo's up next, and he's going to try and potentially drive in that run from second. The first pitch is in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Oh, 0-1 now to Perdomo. It's a swing and a miss. It's now 0-2. Oh, and 2 to Perdomo. Here is the pitch, and this one is high. It's 1-2 now. 31 pitches for Eovaldi in 1.2 innings. I'm gonna keep pointing this out until he is out for the game. 1-2. This one now low, and it's 2-2. My runners in scoring position in the World Series. Game 3, the Diamondbacks are 2 for 7. Game 4, 3 for 10. And in tonight's game, they are 0 for 4 so far. Here is the 2-2 and a foul off. They could potentially be 1 for 5 if Perdomo can get on here. He is batting .364 in the World Series. I don't think I mentioned that. So he could be the right man for the job. And Evaldi calling time. Wants a new baseball. He does get it. And Perdomo is making him work. Even if the Diamondbacks are not able to score in this inning, I do think that making the Rangers go into their bullpen would be ideal. I mean, I know they're going to have a few days off, but they did have to pitch a lot yesterday. Here is the 2-2, and this one high is 3-2. What I mentioned the days off because of the fact that, if the Diamondbacks are able to win this game, that would take them into a Game 6 scenario. Corbin Carroll is on deck. He walked in his first at-bat, and this would put runners on first and second if Perdomo is able to do just that. And Perdomo hits this one into right. Jankowski running in on it, and he makes the catch. That will end the inning. A bit of another scare for Evaldi. His pitch count is rising, but no damage is done. That ends the second inning. We're still tied at nothing. All right, Chad, I'll be right back. Okay. I thought we were back for a second. Oh, here we go. Up next, is Heim, who grounds it straight to Marte, and that is the first out of the inning. Gallen, he is dominating. 7 up, 7 down. Up next, Taveras. And this pitch is low, is 1-0. Taveras is 0 for 12 in this series. That is terrible. And this next pitch, it was low, but it's going to be called a strike. It's 1-1 now. Here's the 1-1 to Taveras. And this one outside, it's 2-1 now. I don't even know how they attack Gallen because he's getting a lot of calls too, Gallen, because he's throwing strikes. And Taveras fouls this off. It's 2-2 now. Three-1 World Series comeback. It's happened 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times in history. Most recently, 2016. Here is the 3-2 to Taveras, and he hits this one in the left. Thomas backing up on it, just in front of the warning track. He makes the catch. 2 outs now. And that'll bring up Travis Jankowski, who ever since replacing Adolis Garcia in Game 4, played great. So here is Jankowski, and he grounds this one to Perdomo, who makes the play over at first for the 3rd out. Only 27 pitches for Zach Gallen. That was a 7-pitch inning. And we're still tied at 0. The Diamondbacks lead off with the top of the order. That means Corbin Carroll's up first. This is not good if you are the Texas Rangers. They need something. They just need a home run. Honestly, they just need 1 pitch. If Evaldi was dominating, we'd already be through like the 4th inning. Well, we're going to the 3rd inning now? Or the 4th? Actually, are we going into the 4th? Or are we going in the 3rd? No, or are we in the 3rd? I don't even know. I'm lost. We're in the 3rd, aren't we? Yeah, we're going to the bottom of the 3rd. I don't know what the hell my problem is. This could be the inning where the Diamondbacks score runs. I'm not going to lie. Oklahoma City beating the Pelicans. Have we done a basketball stream yet? I don't even think we did. We haven't done a basketball stream yet. What the hell am I doing? I gotta do a basketball stream. Maybe next Wednesday. Well, we gotta do something when the baseball season ends. I'll do a few basketball streams during football season, but when baseball is over, then we're gonna focus primarily on football. I feel like I should have drafted Chet Holmgren in my fantasy. I just didn't know whether to, because this is technically counted as his rookie season. So I don't like to draft. I don't know. I just have something against drafting rookies to fantasy teams. I don't know. That's just me. Someone who's been a steal for me is Fred VanVleet. Like, he has been so consistent, actually. Like, in his last few games, 24 fantasy points, 51 fantasy points, 17, 26. Like, he's actually been consistent. Someone's also been pretty consistent is Derek Lively, too. I like Derek Lively. He hasn't done as well as his first game, but I have confidence in him. Why did I bench Bruce Brown tonight? No, I'm not Brogdon. He's not doing too well, Bruce Brown. I put in a waiver claim for Will Levis and I didn't get it. Someone else got him first. Freaking annoying. Is Kyrie Irving out? Oh my God, Kyrie Irving's out. First up, Corbin Carroll. He grounds this one. That's a base hit. Got it right past Simeon. Jamal Murray has negative points today. Oh boy. So Corbin Carroll's on, and now up comes Marte. He's 0 for 1 today, and Marte takes this one low. It's 1-0. As I said, I think this is the inning where they get runs. Longest streak in postseason history. Marte dominating that record. 20 hits. 20-game hit streak. That dates all the way back to 2017. Here is the 1-0. And this one is low again. It's 2-0. Two and 0 to Marte. Here's the pitch. This one low. Throw back to first, and Carroll safe in there. Heim tried to pick him off. And we could see a runner in scoring position with no outs. All leadoff batters have reached on today for the Arizona Diamondbacks, and we could potentially get another walk in this game. They've already had 2 so far. And Carroll going to steal. It doesn't matter. It's a walk. It doesn't matter. It is a walk. So now 2 runners are on. Now Gabriel Moreno. Now they're going to go out to talk to Evaldi. He has 40 pitches in just 2 innings, responsible for these 2 runners on, and he is just having a bad game. He's gotten lucky with his outs. So now Gabriel Moreno has a good chance to give the Diamondbacks the lead in just the 3rd inning. Evaldi, it's just one of those nights where he's just not having a good game, and it's kind of boiling over here. To be honest, I kind of expected that. All right, here comes Gabriel Moreno. He bunts, and Evaldi throws it over to first and gets the out. So 1 out now, but Carroll and Marte advance. So now 2 runners are in scoring position with just 1 out. So once again, Rangers going to try and play infield in, most likely, and see what they can do. Hopefully for them, nothing goes into the outfield. And up next, Christian Walker. He takes his first pitch outside. It's 1-0. Walker, he walked in his last at-bat. And Diamondbacks fans on their feet encouraging him to come through with a base hit that could potentially drive in 2 runs. Here is the 1-0, and this one is in the dirt. No one going to steal. Good block by Heim. It's 2-0. And if you are the Rangers, you got to start thinking about bullpen here. Doesn't really look like Eovaldi's going to last past. If he'll be lucky this inning without a scratch. The Rangers playing infield back, which is kind of surprising. I guess they're willing to give up a run here. And a foul by Walker. It's 2-1. And Diamondbacks are 0 for 5 with runners in scoring position. The Rangers haven't even had a chance because they have had not even a base runner yet. Two and one to Walker. Here's the pitch. He fouls it off. It's 2-2. "20 pitches in the first inning, 15 in the second, and the third is 10 and counting for Nathan Eovaldi. It's 2-2 to Walker. Fouls it off. I'll give the Diamondbacks credit. They are making him work for his outs. But the problem is that they're getting out when it matters the most. And this is one of those times that they cannot afford an out. As that just creates a 2-out situation where you need a base hit. You can't get a ground ball or a long fly ball. 2-2. Strike! Swing and a miss for Walker. That is Eovaldi's first strikeout of the game. And it is 2 outs. That is what they could not afford at all. They could have at least had something put in play, and then they possibly could have scored. But that's unfortunate for them, as that is the second out of the inning. Tommy Pham is now up, and this one is grounded sharply to Seager, and he makes the play over at first. 0 for 7 the Diamondbacks are with runners in scoring position. Once again, Eovaldi barely gets out without a scratch. That is the end of the third inning. Rangers start out at the top of their lineup when we come back. Just barely getting by, just by the skin of their teeth. And teeth don't even have skin. That's one saying I'll never understand. Another thing I'll never understand is when your back is against the wall, turn around and fight. So, what are you trying to fight? The wall? Can somebody make that make sense to me, please? All right, so up next, Marcus Simeon, and he grounds it to Perdomo, who makes a diving stop and a throw over to first. The first down of the inning. What a play by Perdomo. 49ers faithful, what is up, my brother? I know you are happy. I don't even need to say what's up, because I know in the sports world you are loving every single second. With Chase Young. The rich get richer, my man. Holy. Up next, Corey Seager, and he softly grounds this to Marte, who makes a play over at first for the second out. And just two quick pitches. I mean, that's not what you shouldn't be encouraged for. Like, the 49ers are on a losing streak. But you're on the bye. You have a chance to get Chase Young included in the defense. Then you kind of come back strong. Up next, Evan Carter. No, I'll give you that. Chase Young's always hurt. But if you can keep him healthy and keep him disciplined, then I think you should be in for a treat. I think it's a great move. Just for a former second overall pick. First pitch was outside. This one's low, but they're still going to call it a strike, so it's 1-1. This one is now low. It's 2-1 now. Gallens with just 5 pitches in this inning. He already has 2 outs. Carter, he struck out in the first inning, and he's just trying to get a base runner for the Texas Rangers. They haven't even had one of those yet. And this one is low, but still a strike called. Gallens is getting a lot of calls tonight. We really don't need another edge rusher. We need a cornerback and O-line. I think O-line I'm not so sure about because there really wasn't anybody on the market. I do see what you're saying, though. Corner, Jalen Johnson, I think it would have been a great idea to try and make a good offer for him. But hold on 1 second. 2-2. And now this one's low. It's 3-2. I see what you're saying with O-line because a lot of you guys are hurt, but nobody was really on the market. Corner, once again, Jalen Johnson. I think that would have been a good move. I don't know what the asking price would have been. 3-2. Swing and a miss. Got him on the curveball again. And Gallens strikes out Carter for the second time today. He has been dominant so far. Also, the defense, especially from Perdomo. Yeah, that is definitely a wow right there. Ends the top half of the inning. We go to the bottom of the fourth when we come back. I'm very happy Harden's going. But anyway, your defensive line has not really gotten to the passer like how I expected. Like Bosa's hold-in is really starting to show, in my opinion, because he's not getting to the passer as much as he should. Harden, I'm very glad he's gone. I think that it was a good trade. They waited until they could get the most value. I thought the players that they got as well were very good. They traded him to the team with some of the best depth in the NBA. So that's a plus right there. We obviously were not going to get what we originally asked for. Yeah, Bose hasn't been good as of late. So as I mentioned in my video, the defense, not the defense, what am I talking about? We weren't going to get what we were originally asking for, which was like Paul George, Terrence Mann, some of the younger depth and maybe a superstar out of it. But we were able to end up getting some good role players that I feel like could help us. And then we could maybe trade later down the road this season because they're on expiring contracts like a Marcus Morris. One guy I don't really want to trade is Martin because I want to see how he can fit into this lineup. I think him and like a Kelly Oubre at the 2 and 3, I feel like could really work out because they both kind of play a similar game. And them at the floor on the same time, I feel like they could be good on like fast breaks, one-on-one situations, getting to the rim. And they're very efficient shooters as well. They're good mid-range shooters. So I feel like both of those guys on the wing could work out. So I like those guys. But Morris, like some of the older guys that we got. But Batum I like because he's a very good shooter. I think the Sixers beat the Raptors. Yeah. So yeah, I like what we got. I like it. Do I think we could have got more? I don't think so. Because we got a first round pick out of it as well. Now that wasn't the Clippers' first round pick. That was the Thunder's first round pick. But still. All right. To the bottom of the fourth we go, and this first pitch to Gurriel outside. It's 1-0. The Diamondbacks almost went through their entire lineup in the third inning and still were not able to score a run. First pitch was outside. Here is the next one. That one outside as well. It's 2-0 now. Evaldi's just having a bad game. Timberwolves beating the Nuggets by 20? Damn. Tell me Jokic is having a good game. He's on my fantasy team. 2-0 to Gurriel. Here's the pitch. And that one, they're going to say, is in there for a strike. 2-1. Umpire's calling a lot of strikes. Gurriel in his career against Evaldi is 8 for 21. That includes the postseason as well. Here is the 2-1. And Gurriel fouls this off. It's 2-2. Gurriel calls timeout. We did it! We did it! 300 subscribers! And Gurriel hits this one into left. Carter runs in on it, and he makes the catch. Jokic has 15 despite being down 20. We hit 300 subscribers. We did it. $300 so special. We'll see, baby. Yes, 300. Alec Thomas up next. His first pitch is a strike. Man, 300. Oh, that made my night. 0-1 to Thomas, and he fouls us off. It is 0-2. You're done with Purdy? I won't be done with Purdy. It's just a bad couple of games. He can't look like nobody can look like a demigod for the whole time. Now, Hurts might have a really good record, but he's played bad in some games. Most notably, like the Commanders game, like in the first game, he didn't play too well. Yeah, he's had some bad games this year. That next pitch outside, it's 1-2 now. You don't think he's the guy? Well, he's going to damn sure as hell be the guy, because who the hell else is there? You traded Trey Lance, Jimmy Garoppolo's gone, Sam Darnold's a bum. Thomas fouls this pitch off, and it's 1-2. I think he hit that one off of his ankle. So he's going to have to sure as hell be the guy. And they got to win a Super Bowl now because he's on a rookie scale contract. You want to win with your quarterback on a rookie scale contract because you take advantage of that. Plus, he's getting paid nothing because was the last pick in the draft. Opinion on Purdy? I mean, I just think he's had a bad couple of games. Once again, he can't look like a demigod for every single game he plays. I mean, not even Tom Brady has done that before. Tom Brady's only lost like 40-something games right in the regular season. Thomas grounds this one to Seager, and he throws it over to first for the second out. I think Purdy's a good quarterback. And Game 6, if necessary, is on Friday, so we'll have to see who wins this game. It's a tight one. Game 6 probabilities are Merrill Kelly for the Diamondbacks and Jordan Montgomery for the Texas Rangers. I think Purdy's a good quarterback. I don't know if he probably wouldn't get the same opportunity, obviously, if he was on any other team. Longoria's now up. He takes his pitch low. I mean, Trent Williams and Debo back now. Who else? I mean, yeah, you guys have had injuries. That's part of your problem. 1-0 to Longoria. And this pitch outside is 2-0. I think with the bye week, it helps a lot for this team because they can get Chase Young affiliated with the defense and then get healthy because they really need it. They're going against Philadelphia soon. 2-0, and Longoria hits this one into right, and that one drops for a base hit. Longoria to second. He slides in safely, and that is a 2-out double. Yeah, if you guys can get healthy, I think you'll be fine. I think that you guys can be that second best team in the NFC again, competing with the Eagles. I mean, you killed the Cowboys. That's when you were healthy. Bengals and Bills game is going to be emotional. That's true. When's that? Is that a Sunday night game? I think I'll be live for that. Perdomo is up, and this first pitch is in there for a strike. Should be a good game, though. Both teams are trying to remain as the second best team in the AFC. Well, actually, I don't even think Kansas City's not the best second. It's not even in the top 5 teams in the NFL. Go watch my video on that. 0-1. This pitch outside. It's 1-1 now. I think Lamar has been playing, right? I know he's been playing. It probably is going to cause some flashbacks for him and some, some stuff that not anybody's going to like. This next pitch out low. It's 2-1 now. Pitch is obviously going to cause some flashbacks for everybody that nobody wants to remember, but at the end of the day, you just got to play the game. Now, well, in that case, last year there should have been no game played, which thank God there wasn't. 2-1. Perdomo fouls this off, and it's 2-2. But right now, game goes on. Everybody's healthy. Now, we definitely don't hope for anything like that again. But now the game's just got to go on. Rangers take the series. I don't know. The way they're way Eovaldi's pitching doesn't look too good. This next pitch is high. It's 3-2. And he had a good count with Perdomo, and he's just letting it go. I think the Rangers have a shot if they can start hitting the ball. They've hit the ball terribly. 3-2 to Perdomo. That one in there. Strike 3 called. Got him looking on the fastball. Perdomo doesn't agree. I'm going to have to disagree with him, as that looked like it was in there. The replay to confirm. Yes, it was. Strike 3. I am not going to stream Eagles Cowboys because that's not a primetime game. I only stream primetime games. Last year, I think I got around to stream a 4:00 game, and it just messed with my whole schedule. So I just do primetime games, which is kind of annoying because some of the primetime games are bad. Like half our Thursday night games are terrible. Like the Steelers and Titans, I'm doing that game tomorrow. Like, what the hell? The only good part about it is we're going to have to see what Will Levis can do against a half-decent defense in the Steelers. Like, what the hell, man? He'll probably dominate it, too. So excited to watch Will Levis tomorrow. I mean, he had 4 touchdowns. Think Levis could be a good QB? I think so. I think he could be a good quarterback. I don't really know. I mean, I know about him. I didn't really have too much faith in him coming into the draft. I didn't think he would be a second-round pick. Yeah, I mean, I think Ryan Tannehill's kind of reached his breaking point of his career where it's kind of over for him. I think the Titans are also did a good job not trading Hopkins or Henry because they want the most talent around Levis. It would kind of just be stupid to like get rid of all the talent because what we have seen in the past few years is that you want to build up your talent like around the quarterback first, and then you go get your quarterback on a rookie scale contract. Kind of what the Lions are doing. It's a little different though. They traded for Jared Goff. They're obviously taking on his big salary, but they drafted really well and they signed some free agents. And now look at their team. Like Goff might be on a big contract, but all their other guys are on like rookie scale contracts. So it's not that bad for them. Eagles did the same thing. They drafted well. They got guys on cheap deals. And they had a quarterback on a rookie scale contract. Now, when they had to pay the quarterback, they had to let guys go. Most notably Hargrave, Edwards, Kazir White, guys like that. Most notably on the defensive side of the ball. Gardner Johnson. That's kind of how teams are doing it. And his first pitch to Garver's in there for a strike. What about the Raiders' mess? I just posted a video on the Raiders. I think that Jacobs and Adams are probably gone after the year. That's what I think. Next pitch low, it's 1-1. I think that Josh McDaniels was a mess. I also kind of blame the owner, Mark Davis, on this. 1-1 to Garver, and a terrible swing again on the curveball, though. It's now 1-2. We're gonna see him ending up. I mean, a lot of people are gonna say Kansas City, but they're definitely not trading him within the division, especially if the Raiders still want to try and compete. Here's the 1-2 to Garver, and this one in the dirt. It's 2-2. Try to go back to that pitch. If I was Gallens, I'd go with a high fastball. I think Buffalo should probably make a call. Honestly, I don't agree with like trading. Hold on, 2-2. Garver fouls this off. It'll remain 2-2. I don't agree with trading for your star wide receiver in the middle of the season because then they have to learn the offense, and it's kind of different when like it's like an offensive lineman or a running back or something like that. It's hard for a wide receiver. The Jets tried trading for him. 2-2. And this again fouled off. It'll remain 2-2. This is the first time the Gallon's been tested. The Jets tried trading for him, but the Raiders wouldn't do it. 2-2 to Garver. Here's the pitch, and he fouls this off again. Where did I sneeze so loud in the class? It was an English class. Goodness great. I sneeze like loud. I sneeze so loud in freaking English class. Like a few people looked at me. I was like, oh my gosh. I don't even know why I told that story. I just wanted to point it out. 2-2. Garver with a good hit out to left on the warning track. Gurriel makes the catch. That was probably the best hit that the Rangers have had all day, but Zach Gallen continues to dominate this lineup, something that we have not seen yet this postseason. Only 43 pitches in 4.1 innings. I can't believe that cat is actually sleeping with all this yelling that I'm doing. And first pitch to Jung is on the outside, 1-0. I'll show her the commercial if she's still like this. I can't believe she's like with all the yelling I'm doing. Out distribution, 3 strikeouts, 7 groundouts, and 3 flyouts for Zach Gallen tonight. The 1-0 to Josh Jung, swing and a miss. 1-1 now. You're just swinging at everything, it feels like, especially that knuckle curveball. That was a changeup right there, but no, nobody said anything. My teacher just said bless you. But I just had like people like stare at me for like a few seconds. It was like so loud. 1-1. And it's fouled off. It's 1-2. Like the classroom wasn't even that big. Or isn't even that big, because that's technically so we have two separate sides of the building. That side of the building has, I think, sort of bigger classrooms than the other side of the building does. So, but it echoed too. I'm like, oh boy. Anyway, 0-2 to Jung. Here is the pitch, and it's fouled off. It's 1-2. Remain 1-2. Jung 0 for 1 today. Grounded out in the second inning, trying to be the first base runner for the Rangers here. The 1-2. Jung hits this one into left center. This one is caught again on the warning track by Gurriel. A great running catch. That's something that could have been turned into a double. That was a great catch. Great run, great concentration, great catch. Gallens loves it. I don't believe the Steelers offense win tomorrow. Yeah, I don't think the Steelers win tomorrow either. I know a lot of people are actually picking them. I don't believe it. Matt Canada is just a bum. Anybody see that clip where Matt Canada was celebrating and Chris Boswell said it wasn't because of you? That could have been taken out of context. But honestly, it looks pretty legit. This first pitch to Nathaniel Lowe inside, it's 1-0. It looks legit, so I kind of believe it. 1-0 to Lowe. That pitch in there, it's a strike. There are some clips that get taken out of context like that, where like somebody says something and it's like TikTok or social media or the media like try to spin it and make it seem like it's something else. 1-1 to Gallens or Lowe. This one is now Lowe, and it's 2-1. But that one actually seemed legit. It wasn't edited or anything, and you could clearly hear him say it wasn't because of you. Here's the 2-1, and this one's low. Check swing, did he go? No, he didn't. Chiefs-Dolphin game should be on prior time. I think it should be, too. I don't understand why they're making me wake up at 9 a.m. for that. Oh, I think Lowe might have went on that pitch, actually. 3-1. And this one's low, ball 4. The Rangers finally get a base runner. So the perfect game has been taken away from Zach Gallens. Still has a no-hitter. America's game of the week, Eagles to Cowboys. I don't mind waking up at 9 a.m. But it should be a primetime game. I guess they feel they need to give London a few good games if they want to. Or that's not. Is this in London or is this in Europe? Or not Europe, Germany. And this next pitch, first pitch to Heim is in there for a strike. I think this is a Germany game, right? I don't remember. Or is next week Germany? I don't even remember. Happy the Broncos beat the Chiefs. I don't really care. 0-1 to Heim. And he fouls this off. It's 0-2. So now the Rangers down to their final pitch of this inning. This has been their best chance yet to get anything going because they finally have a base runner. Oh, 0-2 to Heim. Here is the pitch. And this one is high. It's 1-2 now. It don't really matter because it's out of the NFC. Whatever's in the NFC really matters to me. I talk about Kansas City on my podcast as well, if you guys want to go check that out. 1-2 to Heim. And he bounces this one foul. How was your Halloween yesterday? You go trick-or-treating? No, I did not. I didn't go trick-or-treating. My brother did. I handed out candy with my girlfriend. That was my Halloween. And then watching the World Series. We didn't get too many trick-or-treaters this year, I'll be honest. Like, we had, like, this bucket that was about this size and, like, this tall. And, like, we didn't even, like, we barely got through the whole thing. 1-2 to Heim. Here's the pitch. Heim fouls it off again. It'll remain 1-2. One and two to Jonah Heim once again. Here is the pitch, and this one is a swing and a miss. Got him again on the knuckle curveball. That ends the top half of the inning. The Rangers finally get their first base runner, but it is still tied at 0-0. Play football for your school, basketball. I did play football for the prep. I have my football helmet over here for my old school, my grade school. Played basketball for my old school. I'm not going to be doing basketball because I'm going to be doing all this commentating stuff like streaming and videos and podcasting and all that good stuff. That's going to be my main thing. How is this cat still sleeping, bro? Let me see if I can. How is she still passed out? I do have a TikTok. Ryan the Great RTG. I can actually show you right here. I post like shorter analysis of my videos. Here's my TikTok. Don't want any copyright. Actually, just turn off my notifications so I don't get any copyright. If it goes in focus. This camera might be a little too, but I don't know. There we go. That's a TikTok right there. Ryan the Great RTG. So go ahead and follow on that. We're actually close to 150. We're at 149 right now. Ryan the Great RTG. I could probably post it. I could post a link in the chat. Let me see. I don't even remember my TikTok sign in. I don't remember my TikTok my password. All right. Corbin Carroll's up, and this first pitch is hit to right. Jankowski running in on it, and he makes the catch. Here it is. And this first pitch to Marte outside, it's 1-0. There's my TikTok right there. So you click on that link, it'll bring you right to my TikTok. And swing and a miss for Marte. It's 1-1. Here is the 1-1 to Marte. This one outside. It's 2-1. Evaldi's still out there in 4.1 innings. He has 71 pitches. Here is the 2-1 to Marte. And this one, they're going to say low. It's 3-1. Ticky-tacky call. I feel like that could have been called a strike, but all right. (3-1 to Marte. Here is the pitch. And he fouls this off. Full count. And this pitch low to Marte, ball 4. I appreciate that. Appreciate the follow. We're now at 250, which is great. All right, up next, Gabriel Moreno. He's 0 for 1 today. To sacrifice bunt in the 3rd inning as well. So now Marte leading off of first. First pitch to Moreno in there for a strike. 0-1. If it was Corbin Carroll, you already know he'd be on second with a steal. Say Marte steals. This next pitch is outside. It's 1-1 now. One and one. This next pitch a little low, but still called for a strike. OKC Pelicans game of the Wild, 74-73. OKC left in the 3rd. That sounds like a good game. Sounds like a fun game to watch. Once again, we'll do basketball once MLB season's over. The 1-2 to Moreno. Got him looking on the fastball. That's the 2nd out of the inning. Evaldi's 3rd strikeout. And that will bring up Christian Walker. Yep, definitely a strike right across the plate and right across his waist. That is a definite strike. That brings up the 2nd out. Here's Christian Walker. He's 0 for 1, and he hits this one into right for a base hit. Jankowski fields it, but not before Marte is on his way to 3rd safely, and that is a single that will advance Marte. Christian Walker finally comes through. Oh, his Grizzlies are trash. About to be, yeah, they're in trouble, bad trouble. Here comes Tommy Pham. Diamondbacks have all the momentum. Here's the first pitch. He grounds this one foul. What's up, Jack? How's it going? Yeah, Grizzlies are in big, big trouble. They really need Ja back. 0-1 to Pham. This one low, and it's 1-1, but Walker successfully steals standing. So now 2 runners in scoring position. I'll be honest. Dare I say this? I really think that the Grizzlies missed Dylan Brooks as well. Also, Steven Adams is a big loss. 1-1. This pitch low. It's 2-1. I really think that they missed Dylan Brooks. Now, I don't say that in the sense that he talks all this damn trash and is, for whatever reason, like last year, he turned into a damn menace. I don't mean like his stuff off the court. I mean like his play on the court. Obviously, in the first round, it was very questionable from all the BS he was doing with LeBron. Like, you don't do that. 2-1. Now this pitch is outside. It's 3-1. But I think they missed his defensive presence. He was one of the better defenders in the NBA. We do have to give him that sort of credit. As much as we don't like him, I don't really like him either. We got to give him credit. 3-1. This one is low, ball 4. Bases are loaded for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Celtics beating the pin. Oh, boy, kill me. Is that the end of Evaldi's night? They're coming out to talk to him. They just need one more out. Celtics third. I don't know if they're the team to beat. I really don't know. They're good. They might have traded half their depth, but they're good. One thing that I like about the Sixers is that they're kind of equal in depth with the Celtics. Like, the Sixers can actually beat. I think this trade moves the needle for the Sixers in the point where they have as much depth, if not better depth, than the Celtics and the Bucks do. Now I think that the Celtics and the Bucks, their players, their role players, like the ones that they do have, are better. The Sixers have more, though. Like we saw with the Phoenix Suns, you can't just play 7 guys and win a championship. It didn't work. Gurriel, he's 1 for 2 today. He singled in the third. They're going to need that again. This pitch grounded to Seager. Throw over to first, and he makes the play. That ends the inning. Evaldi again somehow sneaks away with the end of the inning with no runs scored. 0-0 as we go into the 6th. Jamal Murray, 7. You got to be kidding me. He's on my damn fantasy team. You got to be kidding me. Come on. Are you actually serious? I really hope you're joking. I actually have a good fantasy team, but they're just not performing up to par. Van Vliet is giving me 38 fantasy points tonight. Brogdon with 31 fantasy points. Nice. Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray's giving me 18 fantasy points. That's not bad. Jason Tatum, 51 fantasy points. Nice. Trae Young, 38. Brown, only 20. Hero, 32. Turner, 21. LeBron still has to play. Wiggins still has to play. Damn, Garland and Dinwiddie are out, so. But there are John Morant and Bradley Beal are still available in this league. It's just the problem is that they're both out. So once they go, I'm going to drop Darius Garland and Spencer Dinwiddie to pick these guys up. I don't care if they're just coming back because my team kind of needs it. I'm leading my podcast partner. No, not my podcast partner. I'm not even playing him. I thought I was. I'm like barely winning. Nets 92, Heat 90. I'm not surprised, honestly. I don't think the Heat are a good team. I don't think they are. I mean, Butler's obviously really good. I think he's, one of the best postseason performers in the NBA. Bam's obviously a very good player. When it comes to the playoffs, he sometimes shies away. I also think that, what do you call it? In the regular season, they're not going to be a good team. And the playoffs are not going to be as good either, because what we've seen in the past few years is that you need depth to win playoff games and championships. Miami Heat don't have that. Simple as that. Up first, Tavares in this first pitch, ground to Marte, and he makes the play over at first for the first out of the inning. Gallens is just dominating this team. And really, the Diamondbacks aren't doing any job. Like, if the Diamondbacks got like half their hits with runners in scoring position, they'd be up like 4 or 5-0. And they would be en route to go back to Texas with a down 3-2. Texas calling up their bullpen. Here comes Jankowski. This first pitch is outside, 1-0. Miami Heat is not a good team. They don't scare me too much. In the postseason, I think they can maybe win a playoff game, not a series. 1-0. This pitch outside is 2-0 now. They just don't have the depth that they did. Simple as that. Strus is gone. It's just, they just don't have it. 2-0 to Jankowski. This pitch outside, it's 3-0. So the Rangers could potentially get their second base runner with one more ball here, and this one is in there for a strike. Would you consider Brooklyn a dark horse? Absolutely. I think if they can stay healthy, because Dinwiddie's out right now. I love Mikal Bridges. I've always loved Mikal Bridges. Jankowski pops this one up into left. Gurriel moving back, and he makes the catch. Bum Simmons. He's not playing terrible for Bum Simmons performances, but for what? Not for number one pick overall material. No. He's not a good bit. He's not a good player. Simple as that. He'll never be what he was. He never made improvements in Philadelphia. That was his biggest problem. He never cared enough. He just relied on all of his talent. And this first pitch to Simeon is low. It's 1-0. Simeon's 0 for 2 today. He's flown out and he's grounded out. But not too many people have done anything against Zach Gallen. Only one base runner. Here's the 1-0. Simeon fouls this off. It is 1-1. The offense in Game 4, 11 runs and 11 hits. Tonight, 0 runs, 0 hits. No hitter so far for Zach Gallen. 1-1 to Simeon. And he fouls this off. It's 1-2. Who knows? Maybe even announcers Jinx couldn't even get rid of the no-hitter tonight for Zach Gallen. I swear to God, if Simeon gets a hit off this next pitch, I might walk out the room. Pacers are actually that bad. 1-2. Simeon fouls this off. It still remain 1-2. One other crazy thing, we could have traded Ben Simmons for Tyrese Halliburton. But instead we went to get Harden. I wouldn't even have been mad if we would have traded Harden for Halliburton. I would have preferred Harden. I think everybody would have. 1-2 to Simeon. This one in the dirt is 2-2. Every single Philadelphia fan, maybe minus a few that were actually smart and knew what was going to happen, wanted to trade for Harden. I wouldn't have minded a Tyrese Halliburton trade. Daryl Morey just loves Harden. Probably still does. 2-2 to Simeon, and he fouls it off again. I don't know if this is the game where the Rangers are just missing Adolis Garcia or something, because he normally gets that offense going. All right, that pitch was fouled off of Simeon's foot, so he's just walking it off. Yeah, that hit him. That hit him good. 2-2 to Simeon. Here's the pitch. And he swings and misses. 95-mile-an-hour four-seam fastball gets him to go down on strikes. That ends the top half of the inning. Zach Gallen continues his no-hitter. We go to the bottom of the sixth with it still tied 0-0. Blazers beat Pistons. Shade Sharp looked good, 29 points. I dropped him in fantasy. I think I dropped him for Derek Lively Jr. I might redo that. Now all the stuff's going on Twitter about Zach Gallen's no-hitter. I think Shaden Sharp is pretty good. He does have a lot of potential. I feel like nobody talks about him, which honestly is probably a good thing. When Joe coming back, he has a 30-game suspension, so 25 more games. Evaldi's still out there. They're squeezing every single pitch they can out of him. First pitch to Thomas is a swing and a miss, 0-1. And Thomas pops this one into left. This will go into the stands. Grizzlies might be done by the time. Yeah, it's going to be hard. 0-2 to Thomas, and he fouls this off. Oh, and 2 to Thomas, and he fouls this off again. 89 pitches. I would think that this is going to be Evaldi's last inning. So they'll probably have 100 or close to it by the end of this inning. Oh and 2. And Thomas hits this one to Evaldi. He flips it over to Lowe for the first out of the inning. Longoria's up, and he fouls his first pitch off. On 1 to Longoria, and he swings and misses. Good splitter. And it's 0 2. And then once again went back to the same pitch and the same spot, swinging a miss for Walker. That's a strikeout. That's Evaldi's 4th strikeout of the game. Perdomo's up. He's 0 for 2 today. The first pitch to him is a foul. It is 0 1. Oh and 1 to Perdomo. Here's the pitch. One and 1 to Perdomo. Here it is. And good curveball gets in there for a strike. One and 2 to Perdomo. Here's the pitch. And that one's in there. Good cutter. Strike 3. Got him looking. Evaldi's 5th strikeout. And if that was his last pitch, you can't say that he did not do well for his pitch count. Only gave up 4 hits to a team that was playing really well on offense. Gave up no runs when there were runners in scoring position. They were around 0 for 7, 0 for 8 with runners in scoring position. Give him credit. He finished really well. If that was his last pitch. Now the bullpen has to come in, whether that's in next inning or 2 innings. They have to continue to train. And their offense has to get going. Only 1 base runner or 2 base runners, whatever it was. Rangers probably closing this game out tonight. I wouldn't say that. I definitely would not say that. Because this offense for the Diamondbacks is good, and the bullpen for the Rangers can be up and down, especially when they throw in Adolis Chapman. All right, so Zach Gallen obviously still in there and throws his first pitch outside, 1-0. And a swing and a miss for Seager. It's 1-1 now. And Seager fouls this off. It's 1-2. Seager's 0 for 2 today with 2 ground outs. One and 2 to Seager. Here's the pitch. And he grounds this one into left for a base hit. And that is the end of the no-hitter. So announcers jinx. I did see that 20-point comeback from Phoenix. That was crazy. And up next, Carter. He's 0 for 2 today. Takes his pitch outside. It's 1-0. So they had the shift in, and Seager was able to get it through the gap and left. So Carter's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. But let's see what he can do here. The 1-0, and this one hit into right center for a base hit. Corbin Carroll fields it. Seager on his way to third, and Carter gets to second with a double. He advances Seager to third, and just like that, 2 runners are in scoring position for the Rangers. Seems like out of a blink of an eye. So they go out to talk to Gallens. So the Rangers today, with runners in scoring position, they haven't even had a chance. They're 0 for 0. The Diamondbacks are 0 for 9. So let's see what the Rangers can do. And his first pitch to Garver's fouled off. So just a long fly ball the Rangers need. And then they'll get a run. Here's the 0-1. And this one hit in the center for a base hit. Seager will score. Here, no, Garver will stop. I'm sorry, Carter will stop at third, and the Rangers have the lead. And up next, Josh Jung. He's 0 for 2 today. And the first pitch to him, swing and a miss. That was a good slider right there. It's 0-1. Once again, a long fly ball would get the Rangers a run. And warming up Ginkel for the Diamondbacks. Not sure if anybody's in the bullpen for the Rangers. Here's the 0-1 to Jung, and he fouls this off. It's 0-2. Even a double play would score a run for the Rangers. Obviously, they wouldn't want that, but in what case they would, in this case, they probably would need an insurance run. Scoring first this postseason, the Rangers are 10-0. The Diamondbacks are 7-0, but obviously the Rangers have scored first, so we'll see if they can continue that undefeated streak. 0-2 to Josh Jung. Here is the pitch, and a swing and a miss. Got him on the fastball, and that is Gallens' sixth strikeout. And he gets the first out of the inning. Still runners on first and third. And this will bring up Nathaniel Lowe. And it looks like they're going to take out Gallon. And yep, that is the end of Gallon's night. 1 run given up, 3 hits. Had a no-hitter until the 6th inning, but you really can't put a lot of blame on Gallon because of the fact that the Diamondbacks were, 0 for 10, 0 for 9 with runners in scoring position. Lakers versus Clippers. That's going to be a good game. We'll watch that. I'm a little sad Harden's not playing in that game. His first game as a Clipper. I don't know. It's going to be a tough one. Honestly, I'll say the Clippers. It honestly is a safer pick in my opinion. But we'll see. I'm going to try and watch a little bit of it. It's supposed to come on in like a few minutes. But if I can see like the second quarter, I'll be happy. It's going to be late. Yeah, Harden's not playing tonight, nor is Tucker. Or is Tucker playing? Tucker's not on the injured list. Yeah, I know Harden's not playing. Is Tucker in there? Let's see. PJ Tucker. Oh, shoot. I have James Harden on my following list. I got to take that off for ESPN. Yeah, definitely take him off that. Where is PJ Tucker? Here he is. PJ Tucker seems to be in. So I guess he is in. Terrence Mann also isn't in for the ankle injury. Roy Hachimura out for the Lakers, an eye injury. Gabe Vincent also out. That's another good key piece that the Heat lost in free agency. Cavaliers about to beat the Knicks. I wanted to draft Jalen Brunson for my fantasy team, but I couldn't offer enough for him. And this first pitch high to low, it's 1-0. Ginkel is in the game. In this postseason, 10 innings pitched, 7 hits, given up, no earned runs. So pretty solid. Hopefully for him, this is not his first earned run. Next pitch is in there for a strike. It's 1-1. The Mose is woken up. He's giving me a stare. Lowe is 0 for 1 today. He also walked in the 5th inning. 1-1 to Lowe. Here is the pitch. And this one inside, it's 2-1. So Lowe, base hit would obviously score 1. A gapper could potentially score 2. Double would obviously score 2. But a walk, I don't know. It doesn't really do much. 2-1. And this one grounded to first. Walker throws it home. Garver in a chase down, and they're going to tag him out. Ginkel gets the tag, and they get the second out of the inning. But there is still a runner in scoring position as who was it that advanced? Jung or Garver, I think it was. Was it Garver who advanced? Who was on first? I don't even know. Whoever was on first advanced to second. I think it was Garver. Yeah, I think it's Garver. But anyway, 2 outs now. So the Diamondbacks get out of that terrible predicament. And what the hell are they arguing about, the Rangers? Are they arguing about if it was foul or not? Is that what they're trying to argue? I don't really get what they're arguing here. Let me put on the headphones. And I guess they're okay with whatever they're... Oh, he's arguing that he said foul, but yeah, you can't challenge what the hell an umpire says. That's just stupid. So I guess he heard him say foul, but he just gave up his argument easily. Guess he knew he wasn't going to win that one. Here's Jonah Heim. He's 0 for 2 today. And his first pitch is outside. It's 1-0. He grounded out and he struck out. So not good odds for Heim to get a hit here. He's only 1 for 15 in this series. But hopefully maybe in these final stages of this game, he can come through. This next pitch out inside. It is 2-0 now. Two and 0, and Heim pops this one up. Moreno moves back on it in foul territory, and he makes the catch that ends the top half of the inning. The Rangers do get 1, and they leave 2 on. We'll see how the Diamondbacks can answer as we go into the bottom of the 7th inning. I gotta center myself. Can feel a vintage LeBron. Well, as much as I don't like LeBron, he's first on the all-time scoring list, so can't really do much about that. And he's on my fantasy team, so. Oh, hello, Mosey. You've woken up? No, you're not allowed on this desk. See, I don't like you getting closer to the desk and staring at me. Where you going? I don't know. I don't know about this. Oh, you want to? Okay. You're close. 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 You don't listen, do you? There's nothing here. Go on the printer. You can go on the printer. Yeah, I know many people. I know many living things that love the smell of printer. This is a girl. Her name is Mosey. Just woke up from her nap. I was trying to write notes earlier, and she was roaming around the whole desk. I was writing notes for my YouTube videos. All right, you gonna go? Where are you going? I can't really see the game, Mose. All right, Adolis Chapman is in, and Corbin Carroll's up. This first pitch is low, 1-0. I have a dog. I do not have a dog. I just have a cat. I always wanted a dog when I was younger, but settled for a cat because I liked Mosey when I saw her. Mosey's a rescue. 1-0, and Carroll hits this one into left, and Carter makes the catch. Mosey's a rescue, and she's very small. She's 4 years old. Yeah, she's not a kitten. A lot of people think she's a kitten because she's really small. She's like 7 pounds, and she's like 4 years old. Which is probably a good thing because I don't really like bigger cats. Marte's up next, first pitch. He is outside, 1-0. She's never sat on a desk like this ever. Worst part is she's shedding too. I'm petting her. 1-0 to Marte. Here's the pitch. And this one outside, 2-0. See, Chapman pitches at 100 miles an hour. But then, okay. Nuggets might get their first loss. Oh, really? Well, yeah, they were down 20. 2-0 to Marte. This pitch high. It's 3-0. See, Mosey hasn't gotten this much attention because I've been working all night. So she barely got any attention from me. Okay, don't knock my headphones over. Gabriel Moreno's on deck, awaiting Marte's fate. Here's the 3-0, and this pitch inside, ball 4. So Marte walks, and the Diamondbacks now have their leading runner coming to the plate in Gabriel Moreno. She's a tabby cat. The most typical breed of cats that people have. She's a house cat as well. Which, I mean, I wouldn't expect her to be an outside cat because we live in a place where there's not a lot of room for outside cats. She's curious to go outside. And this first pitch to Moreno outside, 1-0. She sometimes sneaks out the front door and likes to sit on our step. I don't really like when she does that because I feel like if a sudden noise happens, she's just going to run. And when she runs, she can run. What the hell are you doing? 1-0 to Moreno. This pitch is in there. It's 1-1 now. You can go on the printer. Oh, on your hair. All over the paper. All right, you can't block the game. I'll let you sit here, but you can't block the game. Schwartz is warming up in the bullpen. Here's the 1-1 to Moreno. And he fouls this off. It's 1-2. Okay, no, not Baby Yoda. Come on, Moose. Don't. I spent a lot of time on that Baby Yoda, too. I could barely get its ears on. Yeah, the most hardest part of that Lego was the ears. 1-2 to Moreno. And he swings and misses on that 101-mile-an-hour sinker. And that is Chapman's first strikeout. Mose, holy goodness, you have shedded. Okay, just sit there. Just sit there. Don't move. You don't need to move. So that'll do it for Chapman's night, as he does get 2 outs. Oh my God, this cat is shedding. God damn, Mo! Oh, it's hair all over the desk. Goodness gracious. Oh, yeah. You can just clean yourself. Oh, okay, Mosey. Don't go on the computer. You go on the computer, we're going to have problems. Why does she feel the need to smell everything? You know what I smell like. Actually, I really don't even have a smell. You want to sit there? If you want to sit on the paper, I'm okay with it. I really don't need it anymore. I kind of know the lineup. What the hell are you doing? You want to sit there? All right, fine. You can sit there. Fine. You win. Yeah. One thing about this cat, she hates to be held. How many times I've tried to hold this cat and she does not like it? She scratched the hell out of me. I held her once because I don't know where I was trying to get her to, but then the vacuum went on and she scratched me all down my arm right here. From here, I'd say to here, she scratched me down my arm. That was bad. What are you doing? Oh, you're cleaning yourself. On the middle of the table. You couldn't do that while you were lying down? I swear to God, if they win the World Series, if the Rangers win and she's just sitting here, Schwartz is up and Christian Walker is up and he takes his pitch outside. Or Schwartz is in the game and Walker takes his first pitch on the outside. 1-0. Okay, now you're going to get down. Don't scratch me, please. One and 0. This pitch in the dirt. It's 2-0. It was a wild one, but Marte going to stay put. Oh my God! I got all this hair all over my desk. Goodness gracious! You can't shed in your bed or something. Oh, that's gross. Come on, Mosey. Are you done? Thank you. 2-0. And Walker fouls this off. It's 2-1. Penn State and Maryland. We are 3:30. That's a 3:30 game. Nice. I know Crown Jewel's on. Actually, we're going to be streaming Crown Jewel this Saturday, 1 o'clock. 2-1. Walker hits this one into center. Taveras makes the catch. And that ends the inning. Rangers still lead 1-0. And the Diamondbacks do leave one on. Taveras, Jankowski, and Marcus Semien lead off the inning when we come back. Favorite NC? I have two. I like Notre Dame and I like Penn State. Notre Dame. I'm not sorry. Penn State's my number one though. Yeah, Penn State is definitely my number one team. Kind of used to be Notre Dame, but then I kind of fell in love with Penn State. You know? Oh, I hate Ohio State. I hate Ohio State. Well, we're already at 313 subscribers. Nice. Loving the love. Loving the love. Yeah, I freaking hate Ohio State. My freaking girlfriend is always making fun of me for Ohio State beating Penn State. And that is killing me. It's killing me. King H, what's good, brother? It's killing me. It's killing me. Because it gets me all riled up. Because we haven't beaten Ohio State in years. And I say every single year we're beating Ohio State. I thought this was the year. But the offense decided to not show up. Alexi, what's up? How's it going? Freaking Ohio State. Can't stand them. They're going to lose to Michigan again. Actually, I don't know. Ohio State, what are they? Number one in the country right now? I made my account, DH production, shared each channel and the live stream. So hopefully the channel works. I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. Hold on. Can I give you a subscription? What's your main channel? Give me your main channel so I can subscribe. Anything that helps the channel, I really appreciate, because we just hit 300 subscribers, and this is a big thing. Taveras hits this one to third, and Longoria makes the play. Okay, let me subscribe to this. I really appreciate it. I really do. You don't know how much this means. Anything helps. Anything will help. Appreciate that, my brother. Oh, I like the little edit stuff. Oh, I like that. I like that. All right, Jankowski takes his first pitch low. It's 1-0. I appreciate that. I really do. If you want to hear more, go listen to the CR7 podcast on WSJP's YouTube. This next pitch in the dirt to Jankowski is low, 2-0. It didn't go on the check swing. Yep, go listen to WSJP's YouTube. CR7, baby. Where are you going? You want to leave? Oh, okay. And hold on, Moses. End of the inning. I'll let you out. 2-0. And this next pitch is in there for a strike. I think that was a ball, but this next pitch is low again. It's 3-1 now. Joe Jankowski can possibly get on base with the top of the order coming up. While the top of the order has not played so well, this is a bullpen in there. Jankowski walks. That pitch was on the outside. All right, Mosey. I'll let you go. Here you go, Mosey. Okay. There you go. You can go eat or whatever you want to do. Teams without a World Series title: Rangers, Brewers, Padres, Mariners, Rockies, and Rays. This could be it if they can hang on to this lead. Marcus Semion's up. He's 0 for 3 today. This first pitch is low. It's 1-0. And if you are the Diamondbacks, you have to start thinking about some sort of bullpen replacement if Semien is able to advance this runner. Because Jankowski can run. We do know that. 1-0, and this pitch is fouled off 1-1. As a Phillies fan, and Jankowski played for us for a little while, I do know that, that he can run. 1-1 now to Semien, and this pitch thrown back to first. Jankowski in there safely. One to Semien. Not the best game for Semien. Not even a good postseason, but he could come through here. Base hit into right field. Carroll fields it. Jankowski holds at second. So a 1-out single for Marcus Semien, and that'll bring up Corey Seager, who might not have had the best game, but he has come through in the postseason when it has mattered the most, and this is one of those times. In my opinion, I don't know. I would want to get a lefty in there for Seager, but obviously I don't think they have any lefties warming up. So, yeah, good plays win games. Superstars win you your games, and this is that time. I would definitely want a lefty on lefty for this matchup because I wouldn't trust a righty with Corey Seager. When we looked at that game 1 home run that tied the game, we saw that was a righty in there. Most plate appearances, including postseason, single season all time. Marcus Semien passes Lenny Dykstra. I don't know if I like this with Corey Seager and a righty up. Seager is 1 for 3 today, and he fouls this first pitch off. It's 0-1. That pitch was on the outside. Corey Seager a bit anxious, it seems, to get a possible hit that could potentially win them this game and a championship. Well, let's see what the Rangers do. Here is the 0-1, and he fouls this off. It's 0-2. So that's 2 straight pitches right there where they were outside, and Seager has swung. Seager with runners in scoring position. In the regular season, he batted .385. In the postseason, he's 4 for 11. Now he has to come through here. 0-2. Here's the pitch. This one's high. Doesn't bite on that one. It's 1-2. Jankowski and Semien lead off first and second. The 1-2 to Seager. High again, 2-2. This one's definitely going to be at his feet. I think this one will be low and inside. That's what I'm going to call right now. He's going to try and change his vision and get him to swing. 2-2. Well, it was low. So it's now 3-2. Tried to change his vision to get him to swing. Couldn't get him to bite. Now it's a full count. It was low, but wasn't inside. Just a simple curveball. Seager didn't bite. 3-2. Here it is. Again, low, ball 4. They walked Seager after Ginkel had him in the count. 0-2, 4 straight balls. Put Seager on base. And that brings up Evan Carter, who has had a very good game. Bases loaded. It's a lefty on righty, just like Seager. Ginkel has 22 pitches in this inning. This one is low. It's 1-0. I hope for the Diamondbacks' sake they have somebody in that bullpen. Carter has a double in the 7th inning, and if he has anything like that, that is going to score at least 2 runs. Here is the 1-0. This one outside, it's 2-0. That one was a little more inside. That was a double right there. They do have somebody warming up. They have Sewald in the bullpen, who has had a pretty good postseason. But Ginkel's going to have to get rid of Carter first if they want to think about getting Sewald in there. This one right down the plate, obviously a strike, 2-1 now. If I'm Carter, I'm going to try and be aggressive on this pitch because he's going to try and get you down in the count. I would highly doubt he's going to put himself in a 3-1 situation, so I would be aggressive here. 2-1, and yep, right down the plate, 2-2. That was hittable. Very hittable. 2-2 to Carter. And a swing and a miss. Got him on the slider. That is Ginkel's first strikeout. And he gets them for the second out of the inning. Yeah, there's a strikeout right there. Diamondbacks fans are nervous, but they love it. So will this be the end of Ginkel? No, they're going to keep him in there. They're going to see what he can do. Garver's up. He's 1 for 3. This pitch low. It's 1-0 now. This postseason, runners in scoring position, Garver is 7 for 16. Here is the pitch. This one right down the plate, 1-1. If you were the Rangers, you need a base hit. You want that extra insurance run or 2. You never know with this Diamondbacks lineup. Garver fouls it off on a very hittable pitch. It's 1-2. I would think he'll give him a slider, just like he did to Carter. He'll probably give him a slider. But we will see here. Diamondbacks fans on their feet, waving their towels. They are very nervous, though, as you can see. Here is the 1-2. This one low, just like I predicted the slider. It's 2-2 now. And once again, if I'm Garver, I am aggressive on this pitch because he's not going to put himself in a 3-2 situation with bases loaded. I am swinging if I am Garver. Even if you swing and miss, I wouldn't even be too sad on that. 2-2. Here is the pitch, and he grounds this one to Perdomo, throws it over to first, and he makes the play to end the top half of the inning. A big scare there for the Arizona Diamondbacks, but they get the job done. The Rangers, however, still lead 1-0 as we go into the bottom of the 8th. That could have been a killer for the Diamondbacks if the Rangers were able to score at least 2 there. Rangers just need, 6 more outs, and they're World Series champions for the first time in franchise history. 6 more outs. My problem is that the Rangers used some of their best bullpen guys yesterday. So are they going to potentially throw a starter in there? That could actually work out. Would they throw in whatchamacallit, Montgomery, even though he would have to possibly pitch on Friday if the Diamondbacks won? Could they throw him in there? I don't know. For 1 inning? I guess probably not. They probably wouldn't do that to him. But then they used Leckerec as well yesterday. So do they really trust him in a 1-run scenario? Even if I'm saying the Diamondbacks don't score this inning or the Rangers don't score next inning. All right, well, here we go. We're back. Tommy Pham to lead off the inning. So Swartz is going to stay in there, and they have some faith in him. So first pitch to Pham is low. It's 1-0. Swartz in the regular season a 5.50 ERA, in the postseason 0.90. The 1-0 to Pham, and this one is way too high, 2-0 now. Pham is 0 for 2 today. He did walk in the 5th inning, however. Pham has had a great postseason and a very good series. Two and 0 to Tommy Pham. Here is the pitch, and this one high again, 3-0. Bad start for Swartz. Kind of pitching like how I would if I was a pitcher. 3-0. Here is the pitch. And this one's in there for a strike. Pham thought it was a walk. He was moving towards first. Umpire has other ideas. 3-1. Three and 1. Pham fouls it off. Now it's a full count. Gurriel waits on deck as he awaits the fate of Tommy Pham in this 3-2 count. Here is the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him on the fastball. The first strikeout for Swartz and the first strikeout of the inning. I don't know. That 3-0 pitch, debatable if that was a strike or not, but Pham lost it. He fouled that pitch off, and that fastball right down the plate, that was very hittable. Gurriel's up next. He's 1 for 3 today, and he hits this one to Seager, and he makes the play over at first for the second out. Just like that, 2 outs for the Rangers. And that will bring up the center fielder, Alek Thomas. Thomas is 0 for 3. He has 3 groundouts in this game. Here is the first pitch to him. Is a swing and a miss. Got him on the curveball. It's 0-1. Here is the 0-1, and Thomas grounds this one in the center field for a base hit. So Thomas gets on with a 2-out single, and now the leading run comes to the plate, Evan Longoria. It bounced off the mound. Swartz, if he would have got his glove down there just a bit earlier, he could have possibly been able to field that one. But Oh, actually, no. The pinch hit is in. Smith is going to pinch hit for Longoria. And Pavin Smith in the postseason, he is 3 for 9, so that's an average of 333. And they're going to come out to talk to Swartz, see how they can, or how he can approach this at bat. All right, so a bit of a commercial break for whatever reason. They have one commercial on there. All right, 2 outs now. And this first pitch to Smith is low, 1-0. One and 0 to Smith. Here is the pitch. This one, they're going to say it's in there for a strike. That one was definitely outside. Either way, still a strike, and it is 1-1. One and one to Smith. Here's the pitch, and he fouls it off. It's 1-2. One, two. Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't. 2-2. That one was low. So now Smith with a 2-2 count. Diamondbacks fans worried out of their minds. Swartz does have a chance to end this inning right here. Has Thomas leading off first. Here's the pitch. Smith fouls it off again. The good thing for Smith is that he's getting his pitch count up, so he could potentially be getting tired, and he could maybe sneak in a walk because a hit, I don't know. We'll have to see. So it's still 2-2. Thomas still off first. Smith still the leading run. Bradford and Leckerek are warming up for the Rangers. And got him looking on the curveball. That ends the inning. Swartz comes in for a second inning and is able to get the job done for the Diamondbacks. 1 hit, 1 man left. And we go into the potential final inning of the 2023 MLB season. That was a great pitch. Broke just at the right time, outside corner. Just one more inning. All right, here we go. We're back for the top of the ninth. Jung's first pitch is a base hit into center field. So Jung gets on the very first pitch. Sewald's in the game. Adolis Garcia loving it. And that'll bring up Nathaniel Lowe. This first pitch to Lowe on the outside, it's 1-0. Lowe, he's 0 for 2 today. Sewald has 6 out of 7 saves, 9 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, 14 strikeouts, and 3 walks in the postseason. 9 games pitched for him. Here is the 1-0. This one, they're going to say it's low, and it's 2-0. Man, the rhymes today are coming out, baby. Emmanuel Rivera transitions over onto third base. 2-0 to Lowe. Here is the pitch. And he hits this one in the left field for a base hit. Jung will hold at second. But now a runner in scoring position with no outs. Then that will bring up Jonah Heim. Once again, the shift goes against the Diamondbacks. Doesn't work in their favor. Seager got a hit off of it. Now Nathaniel Lowe does. Here comes Jonah Heim. He's 0 for 3 today. This first pitch, that one's hit into left center field for a base hit. And it goes past Alec Thomas. Carroll has to go to the wall. 2 runs will score. And that will be a triple for Jonah Heim. It is now 3-0 Texas. That is unbelievable. If Carroll didn't get there, then that would have been an inside the park home run. Up next, Taveras. That one's in there for a strike. That is not good for the Diamondbacks. Oh, 0-1. This pitch fouled off. 0-2. They're going to count that as an error. So Taveras is 0 for 3 today. This one low. It's 1-1 now. Is that the first pitch? I don't even know anymore. 1-1 to Taveras. Once again, just a long fly ball will give the Rangers another run. Here is the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Got him on the fastball. It's 1-2. Taveras going for a new bat or something. That's just a routine play you cannot mess up in the World Series. Game 5 in a closeout scenario. That's just a play you cannot miss if you're Alec Thomas. You know, that's going to sting. And, wait, did he strike out? Oh, I guess he struck out. I knew that was a first pitch foul. I didn't put it up on the board. Jankowski's up now. He's 0 for 2 today. He has a walk, though. I knew it. They didn't just put it up on the board. Damn it. I'm so dumb. Actually, I'm not dumb. They're dumb. They confused me. All right, here's the first pitch to Jankowski. And he grounds this one to Perdomo, who looks back Heim, and he makes the play over to first. So now that'll bring up Marcus Semien. And Semien fouls his first pitch off. It is 0-1. So Semien's 1 for 4 today with a single just in the last inning. And another single would bring in that run on third. The 0-1. Semien hits this in the left. That is gone. Marcus Semien with a 2-run home run. And the Rangers are leading 5-0. Marcus Semien comes through. 406 feet, moonshot for Marcus Semien. Still 2 outs, 5-0 Texas. 4 runs scored in the 9th inning so far. Here is Corey Seager. He's 1 for 3. Seager swings on the first one. That was a good sweeper. It is 0-1. And the Diamondbacks fans are in shock. 0-1 to Seager. A check swing. And that is going to be an infield single, as once again the shift goes against the Diamondbacks when it comes to facing Corey Seager. Marcus Semien, someone who has not had the best playoffs, comes through when the Rangers need him most, and a 2-run moonshot gives the Rangers a 5-0 advantage. And this first pitch to Carter on the outside, but still called a strike. It's 0-1. Carter's 1 for 4 today, and he has the chance to possibly do some more damage for the Rangers with Seager on first base. Here is the 0-1. Carter takes this one low. It's 1-1 now. One and one to Carter. Here is the pitch. Carter fouls it off. It's 1-2. Texas down to their final strike of the inning. World Series fact: no team has won the World Series after having no runs and no hits through 6 innings. Well, we'll see if the Rangers are able to change that. Here's the 1-2. This one high. It's 2-2 now. Rangers smiling in the dugout, but they still have one more half inning to go. 2-2 to Carter. This one high and inside. It's 3-2. They still have 3 more outs to get if they want to win the World Series. Three and two to Carter. Here's the pitch. And swing and a miss. Got him on the outside sweeper. Foul tip ends the top half of the inning. But the damage has been done. The Texas Rangers, with 4 runs in the 9th inning, gives them a 5-0 lead. And they are 3 outs away from their first title in franchise history. I would assume Leckerek's going to come in. Three more outs, and the MLB season's over. The playoff grind almost over. MLB playoff grind from starting with pretty much just the Phillies, going on to the World Series now. It's been a long ride, chat. I've put a lot of grind in, and I don't even get a break because we still got to do football. We do not get a break. Football's tomorrow. Friday is our break. Friday is our stream break day. Also, the video tomorrow. Top 5 NFL MVP candidates after the midseason. So Sports is still out there for the 9th inning. I suppose they'll put in Leckerek later in the inning, but Perdomo will start off the inning and then the top of the order. He's 0 for 3 today. Here's the first pitch to him, right down the plate. It's 0-1. Diamondbacks fans still have some encouragement to try and help their team win a World Series or come back in this series. Here's the 0-1. This pitch low, but still called for a strike. It's a quick 0-2. Here's the 0-2 to Perdomo. This one in the dirt. It's 1-2. The Rangers just 3 outs away from a World Series title. And one pitch could make that 2 outs. Here's the 1-2. Perdomo fouls this one off. It'll remain 1-2. Leckerek is now the only one warming up in the bullpen. 1-2. Low, but they're still going to call it a strike. Oh, got him on the curveball. Forbes' third strikeout of the game. And the Rangers now need 2 more outs to be World Series champions. Corbin Carroll now is up, the top of the order for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Carroll is 1 for 3 today. He has a walk, a stolen base as well. First pitch is low. It's 1-0. Carroll pops this one up. Heim running in foul territory. He makes the catch. 1 more out for the Texas Rangers. Diamondbacks fans, panic is starting to come in. Now Marte, who has been one of the best, if not the best player for the Diamondbacks throughout this postseason run. Can he save the season temporarily? He takes the first pitch low. It's 1-0. Marte's 0 for 1, but he has 3 walks today. Can he potentially get on base with 1 more of those? Here is the 1-0. He fouls this one off. It's 1-1. I'm sure the Rangers would just like to end this here and not have to deal with another batter. Even if you do let him get a base hit, either way, you might as well have walked him then. If you go down trying with him and he just gets a hit, even a home run, it would not matter much. The 1-1, he takes a strike. It's 1-2. The Diamondbacks are down to their final strike of the season, and we could see our final strike of this MLB season. Rangers in the dugout, arms around each other. This one inside 2-2. 1 more pitch could end it all. 2-2 for the Rangers. Here it is. Strike 3, got him looking on the curveball, and the Texas Rangers are the 2023 World Champions of Baseball. Who would have thought in the beginning of the season that the Texas Rangers would go out and win the World Series with so many injuries, moves made at the trade deadline? The Texas Rangers have won their first world title in franchise history. And for the Diamondbacks, what an incredible, incredible run from what nobody thought of them as even a contender. Made it all the way to the World Series, but the Texas Rangers were just too much, taking them down in 5 games. And now the celebration begins for the Texas Rangers as their fans can finally have a World Series. And it's a shame for players like Marte and Corbin Carroll, who had very good postseasons, especially Marte. One of the best streaks in World Series in postseason history. Give him credit where credit is due. But in the end, the combination of Corey Seager, Adolis Garcia, who was injured late in the series, and Marcus Semien a little too much. Actually, much for the Arizona Diamondbacks. And the postseason grind is over. We transition into football. So now this terrible thing right here that I created, can go in the trash finally. I don't have to look at it anymore. Oh god, my books are all gonna fall. Okay. Well, that's it. All right. That's it. The postseason, once again, the postseason grind is done. Jonah Heim being interviewed, the man who hit the triple to help them ice this game. 1 for 4 RBI. Well, technically an RBI single, but he was able to get 2 extra bases because of the error. But, all right, not really much more to say. You guys can see the MVP of the series, I'm sure, or it'll be all over social media. That's going to do it for this my stream, guys. We'll be live tomorrow for the Steelers and Titans game. So make sure you guys subscribe with the post notifications on. Go subscribe to my brother Learn the Great blog. Make sure you guys go subscribe to my second channel at Run the Cod Great. Make sure you guys go follow me on X at Run the Great RTG. Make sure you guys go follow me on TikTok at Run the Great RTG. Make sure you guys go listen to the latest edition of the CR7 podcast. Thank you guys so much for 300 subscribers. It really means a lot to me. Make sure you guys go follow me on Twitch at Run the Great Podcast. And as always, Ryan the Great out. Peace. Yep, Rangers win 49ers faithful. I'll be live tomorrow for football. Peace.